no ego, no selfish desire. This art of right action, I taught the Lord's Son in the beginning. This great yoga, immutable yoga, because it's universal. It never changes. Other things may change in the world, but not these eternal laws. This great path I advise the Lord's Son. Vivaswan manave praha. Son gave that to Manu, the first wise man among the mankind. He taught him. Manu ikshvakave abbravid. And Manu it is, from Manu, that your forefather here, Arjuna, Ikshvaku Vamsha, in your family, the most ancient one, he was taught or he learned it from Manu. And Manu got it from the Son. And Son got it from me. See, the university. Anybody whom you meet, you ask him, you are businessman? No. I'm a son. Your qualification? Oh, I am a doctorate. Oh, next question of yours is, which university? And if you say that Sagar University, understood. In Sagar University, if you have got a doctorate, it means that you paid your fees all right, and therefore you got the certificate. But when you say that, no, it is from Boston, MIT, because the university is so famous that I know that the fellow knows the subject. Third-rate fellows will not pass there. You got it? And I was second in the university. Really? Really? Is it not? In the same way, this great knowledge that I am now going to impart to you, or already imparted to you, the Karma Yoga that I expounded in this, my dear boy, this is what I taught to Lord's Son, the ideal disciple. It is he who taught Manu, and from Manu your forefather got it. And that is why all your family people were thus serving the society. It is coming in that family as a tradition. A son of a doctor, becoming a doctor, no doubt he has gone through the university. He passed exams and became a doctor. It is not so much appreciated as an individual who is a carpenter's son. By his own effort, through scholarships that he has earned, he becomes a doctor. We appreciate him much more, don't we? He had no chance of studying. The other, the boy from childhood onwards, he was playing with the father's stethoscope. He knows how the patients come and what the father does. The father's medical tricks, he has watched from childhood onwards. And if such a boy takes it to medicine, it is like a duck taking to water. There's not very thing surprising about it. But an individual who is the son of a drunkard, who is a carpenter, who has nothing to do with medicine, and he studies it in spite of the confusions at home, the inconvenience in the home, and such an individual who is self-made, as it were, when he becomes a doctor, we appreciate him and his achievement much more than the individual who has been the son of a doctor, encouraged by the father. He had an easy life. Similarly, a Brahmin's child, born with sattvic quality, and quietly walked up and, lived the spiritual life and realized, is also great, no doubt. But An individual like you and I, lived in the world of passions and lusts and grades, and having lived there sufficiently long, his own discriminative power told him that these pleasures are not the thing that must be gained. I must get the bliss and the happiness in life. And therefore he leaves them all and goes to the teacher, and there he realizes that man is more appreciated than the Raja Rishi is appreciated more than Brahma Rishi. This art of action came down from generation to generation. Mainly it was practiced and given out to the Kshatriyas, and thus various Raja Rishis came out of it. That great yoga, which was so popular before, which had been handed down from generation to generation, father to son. So, that yoga, Kalena Mahata, in the great flood of time. As time rolled on, Yogo Nashtaparantapa. Hey Arjuna, scorcher of the enemies, a compliment to Arjuna. This yoga got lost. That is why, Arjuna, you came into this confusion. That's the idea. Or else your forefathers should have taught you. They are not taught. So too the Hindu white charlotte is all gone. Why? Yogo Nashtaparan. In thousands of years of flowing, for the last 1,500 years it was not being expressed properly, communicated to the people. Here you are, a generation of people who are ashamed to call themselves their own culture as theirs. Where did it come? They know nothing about it. When they start coming to know something, they are fascinated by the high ideals and the wonderful force contained in it. Thus, this yoga got lost.